This recording contains adults using adult language. Consider this your fair warning and enjoy.
So, I have both a potential gift to bestow upon you, or not. It's been a while since it's been an extra week longer than expected. So here's what I'm going to do. I would like to know if anyone's been keeping track of. Sorry, I want everyone to come up in unison. I want one person to speak for the group. I don't want to hear multiple additions. So what I want you to do is I want you to convene all four of you, decide on so far what the story has been and what you've discovered. The more detail, the better. And then one person will present it to me, and then we'll see how that goes. So I just basically want to see as a group how much you guys have knowledge have you accrued, both lore and mechanics. Now is your time to chat.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Can we split up like parts of it where one person has mechanics, one person has story?
You guys discuss a topic and have one person present it all at once. So you guys can talk among yourselves, and then once you're saying our final answer, and then present your final answer.
My character's name is Vikak.
I'll go with story. I remember a fair amount from what I can tell.
Cool.
Great.
You guys can discuss and find out if he actually knows the story before you bring it up to me. But if you don't know it and you just trust him to be right,
I think Ben should. I think Ben should be the one to deliver this, though.
Well, I think Ben should
I
do the
agree.
mechanics.
No, I think
I'll do the mechanics.
No, fuck.
I think
fuck
Ben
that.
should do the
No.
most. I think Ben should be the one to represent.
There's no division between mechanics and story here, guys. I think you guys have kind of gotten that backward. He asked for one person to regurgitate everything. I think this is more focused on story. He wants to know kind of like what's happened.
Alright, I'm just gonna run through what I remember here because I did not write shit down for this, which was probably a fail, but you know. Okay, so we basically went into this place to find out what kind of traps were set up for us as a challenge by another Pathfinder group. We found these. I cannot remember the name of the bandit group here that we ran into. Worked our way through the ruins, fell down and didn't fall down. Went down a shaft. Found these guys after a number of rooms at the bottom of the shaft. Now I cannot remember at all how we got here. Wow.
Okay.
Fail.
Nick, anything to add?
I'll start with we are what I'm going to consider by memory the second Pathfinder group to go into the red readout. The first one was, like he said, to set up traps for us in here as a challenge to make sure our skills did not dull, because, well, dull Pathfinders are dead Pathfinders. It was by a guy, his last name was Ambrose or something like that, and he had something captain for his title. Vance Captain, Adventure Captain? Something along those lines. Either way, he gave us a note, said go through it, avoid anything or any passageway specifically that has a symbol on it that was either 3 triangles in a circle, all of it red, or the other way around where it was 3 circles in a triangle.
Okay.
So we went through the red redoubt, came to a, I'm going to say pit-like area, cylindrical in style. I want to say it was about 20 feet down. We got down there. Everything seemed moderately okay, but there was a group coming through here known as the Red Band Raiders. Yeah, Red Band Raiders. There was some blood on the floor. We followed some prints. A couple of traps got sprung on us, specifically one that decided to spray me in the face with color. We ended up finding a robot that was rather surprising for most of us, and through a lengthy battle, we ended up destroying it with a adamantine dagger, which bypasses DR, which bypasses hardness. Bypasses hardness, not DR. Hardness. But there was also a trap there that we had to do saves because it would shoot out at us within a certain area and potentially paralyze us or stun us, one of the two. We learned a
Both.
little bit of both, even better.
Oh, stun or paralyze?
Yeah.
It was stun. I don't think paralyzes
yeah.
exists.
It was one where you couldn't do anything or very close to anything.
Yep.
When all was said and done and we beat the robot, we got to the chest. Huzzah, treasure! Well, there kind of wasn't treasure. Deciding to venture in further because I wanted the goddamn necklace. I remember that specifically because I'm a greedy little bitch. Lo and behold, we find a dead half-orc or orc. I believe it was half-orc, pretty sure. Which the trap that had sprung off on him was this like wooden-style sledgehammer, which shouldn't have killed him but did, so something else probably hurt him severely to the point where that ended up killing him.
I think that was before
knockout and blood
we
loss.
fought the robot.
I'm pretty sure it was after the robot.
I think it was before because we found him because his footprints came back from the room where we fought the robot because it turned out he ran away from the fight because they were getting the shit kicked out of them.
Possible.
That's what I think.
Stu
I
is
remember.
correct.
Nice, Stu. Nice.
I actually remembered something, guys.
Further in, we ended up hitting not so much a dead end, but it ended up being an elevator, which sealed off and took us straight down into a lovely area that contained 8 robots. 8 more robots specifically that popped out of holes in the wall. And zipping through the door, we came to a small rest area with 2 people that I was unfortunately AFK for and didn't get the names of. But we ended up pretty much making a truce like, we won't kill you, you won't try to kill us, and we'll try and team up a bit. And if I, again, remember correctly, we ended up deciding that they would protect the, quote, safe area, and we would venture onwards. Though with the elevator sealing it off, we are starting to get low on air. And when we opened up the other door, it sucked out more of the air from our safe area, and there was some kind of creature on the ground, like burning skeleton or something like that.
Yep, and that's where we ended. Nice. Okay, so Nick, really, aside from the one alteration that Stu made, they were known as the Blood Red Raiders.
So close!
Hey,
So
hey.
close. Pretty
The
good.
Say
others
good
here
enough.
haven't done their fucking thing yet, man. Should be judging us
No, I said
prematurely.
one person has to. What did I say?
Yeah, not everybody recounted. You're asking everybody to recount.
No, I asked everyone to talk among each other
Yes,
and then
and
have one
decide
person
one person.
regurgitate.
Yeah, and we decided Cowboy was going to recount.
And I
Which
failed
Cowboy
at life.
did and failed horribly.
Yeah,
So-
I don't remember shit after 2 weeks, guys. It's a fail of my life, but
Don't worry, I don't remember things after 2 minutes.
well, that's why I
Apparently
write
all
more
but one
shit
thing.
down.
I only remember it because this is
All
my
I'm saying
second
is-
time as a
All I'm
PC in
saying
like
is
a year.
ultimately, I don't give a fuck. But Adam, you totally did that wrong, and Stuart recorded it so you can listen to it later.
You guys said Ben to do it.
Yeah, and
So-
yeah, Ben didn't do it because we didn't actually talk about it beforehand. You cut us off.
Segueing
you
into
son of
our
a
initiative
bitch.
roles in
Yeah,
combat.
So here's
Hey, don't
the
cut
deal.
me off. This is the fucking Oscars.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Nick had the best recap ever.
That
Wasn't
also is not the Oscar. Jesus
yeah, that's
Christ.
not the Oscars.
I
Is
don't
that the
fucking know.
Grammys? I forget which one's for
Oh my
music.
god. Which
I
one's for
wanted to
music?
be a People's Choice
Maybe it
Award.
was the CMAs. Who knows?
So anyway, so the moral of the story, Ben, is what's the moral of the story? I forget already.
That we forget shit over 2 weeks.
Yeah. So what's the moral of that story?
Wow, we forget that
The
it was
moral
also
of that
it's
story
also
is
technically
have
been 3 weeks.
Closer together sessions and definitely write shit down.
More or less the second one more than the first because you can't always guarantee the first, but you can
Yeah,
guarantee
that's
the
true.
second. Okay.
I normally do write shit down, but
I know. I'm as a
Yeah.
DM. These I visualize them as little strings from the ceiling where as things occur, as events happen, as people say certain things, these strings just appear. And at any point in time, as a DM, if you've kept good notes, you could go back, a few pages, a book earlier, and look at these strings and go, wait a second, I'm going to tug on that story string. And the players will have no clue what just happened. They'll think it was something organic. And that's what you're trying to go for. So the short version is keep notes. Nick and I, we are I have. Here's also a secret. Those teachers when they always told you don't use the short version when you get good enough. Oh, but you don't use the short You use the short version, teacher. You don't do. We do. Yeah, but when you get good enough, you're allowed to do it.
You almost said that like partially correctly.
Yeah, I
said
know.
that was almost coherent as a statement.
I know. I'm a little sick today, so
Anyways.
here's the deal. I'm guessing Nick didn't keep notes, and neither did I. and
Memory.
yet- correct. So if you don't have memory, keep notes. Sounds like you don't have memory, so keep notes. Okay.
I
that-
don't have memory, and I
Correct.
normally when I'm DMing,
So
I do
remember to
actually
keep
have
notes.
A shit ton of notes.
So,
Anyways,
couple things that were missed. Those characters' names are Shashera and Malaran.
yeah, that's because they're on the page. You're cheating.
Actually, they are.
Yeah.
Where?
Okay, no, I had them written down.
Oh, it is off to the side.
A
I thought it was the other page. Oh.
couple other things. The robots in the secondary room didn't move for fuck.
Rob, you know that's secret. That's
Yeah,
the
well,
secret. that
I
only you
also know that they never moved because they never moved.
Because we ran the fuck out of them.
I never
We
said.
closed the door behind
I
us.
never claimed to know why they didn't move Adam. And also, people need to figure out how magic detection works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still calling
So-
shenanigans on that.
Nick did a pretty damn good job of summarizing. So Nick, every time you roll a d20 today for basically the rest of the session, just add 2.
Woo!
Cool.
Anytime you roll a d20, so basically anything but damage, ultimately. right?
Suck competence, bitches.
So the last we did is you rested, and you're like, okay, let's move on. We are clearly limited on air. We need to find a way out of here. You are aware that the elevator behind you, you didn't really look around to see whether there's a way to send the elevator back up, but then again, you kind of were rushing out of there at high pace, so you didn't really get a chance to look around. So you don't know whether, if you could we just turn around and go back up the elevator? Is that a thing that we could do? That's really cool. I don't know. But we're all scared shitless because there's 6 robots over there. I don't know. But the last thing you got was I gave you guys sort of a week to think about it and look into it, which was you guys opened up these new doors, and that's why you have vision of this new room. And I described the room, and as you open it, the air rushes in at high rates. Like we're talking severe winds here. It's affecting it. Is there anyone that's small? That their character size is small, not medium? Don't think so.
Don't think so.
Nope, but I'm gonna seagull the shit out of this breeze. So,
Actually,
the
it's
cat-
so strong, Rob. It actually hurts your flying ability. You can't. You can use it to push yourself, but you have a hard time controlling yourself.
Oh
You can
man,
just plummet right to the ground.
I lean into it and just use it to hover.
Yeah, not that easy. So,
Yeah, hold on. You say that, but let's find out.
God.
all right, Rob, make your fly check at a negative.
Don't tell me, I wouldn't know. 17.
17.
Yeah.
That's your final.
I
That's your
mean,
final
no,
answer.
technically it's 17 plus whatever like good flying plus is. I think it's like a plus something.
That's for you.
Or it might just be
Definitely a plus
non-negative.
something.
Second. It's actually right on this page, so searching for things. Fly speed.
You've let her fly, not necessarily.
Actually, maybe you're probably correct.
You have average or good?
I have sorry, one moment.
Last time we spoke, he had the +0.
I thought that's what I remember. I thought it was average. +0.
Average, yeah.
So +0.
Yep.
So here's the deal, and Rob, you're on the page, so you can work through this with me if you want, just to prove, just so I can make sure we're
that's
absolutely
totally
accurate here.
that's why we're doing
So
this.
you roll the 17 to basically stay hovering through this wind, right?
Well, the idea
ultimately
is
we'll
like
call hover.
not hovering. it would appear like hovering, right? But he's flying into the wind.
Is he
Yeah.
gliding on the wind kind of thing? Like,
But you're not.
He's not actually hovering. He's technically moving his fly 60 or whatever.
He's a leaf on the wind. Watch how he soars.
Right. Like maybe you don't understand what I mean by seagulling. You ever see seagulls and they look like they're just hovering? Not obviously hovering.
Well, that is a
Oh,
form of
that's what you meant.
hovering. That's
Okay,
what
sure.
that is.
You-
You're
you
using. You're
wanna-
trying to maintain in one position rather than against. Just because the winds go faster doesn't mean your intent is different. It just means your technique is different. Right?
You want to nitpick what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, you're just staying in one position. That's what hovering is. You want to stay in that square. How about that? That's my question to you.
No, I don't really give a fuck.
Well, just because I want to, and this is fun.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Let's go through the math here because this also.
I'm okay with it pitched that way.
Yeah, this is also a bit of fun just for math purposes for Ben. Flying has a certain percentage, just like it's a skill like anything else. So what you do is you have a DC for certain things. If you want to move at less than half speed, half of your fly speed, the DC is 10. Hover is 15, so on and so forth. Okay, good link. And what's happening is there's sort of this severe winds that are blowing through the door, and in fact, it is severe winds. So what we've got here is severe winds, and as you would expect, high weather affects the ability to fly, right? Wind is buffeting you at all different angles. It's tough. So it makes it more difficult. So severe winds gives your fly check a -4. You got a 17. That means you got a 13. 13 lower than the DC of hover?
Hold on a second. You are correct, but I'm going to sleight of hand Nick's +2 onto my fly check, and now I clear it.
Yeah, so Rob, you can start yourself prone during this fight.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so there's a problem with this, guys. I can't get back up because if you know birds, if they're on their backs,
they're like turtles.
confused and they don't
Are
know what
they?
to do. Yeah. No. If you put a bird on its back, on the flat of its back, it gets disoriented and
No
doesn't move.
way.
Yeah.
No, only
All right,
to
I'm
like-
Googling this
You
later.
can do it to like hawks and shit. I've done it. It's fun as fuck.
I'm totally
That
Googling this later
sounds
because it sounds like a
horrible, Rob.
hilariously horrible video.
Rob, I think
No.
you're a bad person.
You would do it so they wouldn't fly away because you were just looking at a hawk.
That's funny.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
I'm
All right,
this
sure.
later. All right, so you open up the door, and I'll describe the room to you. The monotony of red steel ends in this octagonal chamber. Red metal looms in the background, but is accented by gleaming chrome panels and tables set against every wall. A round table stands upon a plinth in the center of the room. Bronze and brass levels and dials occupy all of these surfaces, along with the flat bits of glass, some lit, some dark. Beyond the central table, a wide red metal pillar with a door in its southern face stretches from the floor to the ceiling. More doors open off to the south, east, and west. Obviously, you guys are south. And as you step through, everything starts to light up, right? Like you can imagine a bunch of things booting up, and the lights are starting to flicker. And immediately, we're going to roll for initiative. So you can start with that.
Oh, yeah, because I think I remembered I did so well with these last time.
I think I did not add Lucio too.
Yeah, you deleted it right after hers updated.
Yeah. 11? Okay. Anyone else?
It's just a straight D20, right?
Plus your initiative modifier, which is at the top.
Which is exactly 0 for me.
Wow, then it's
Straight
straight
D20.
D20.
Now,
Yep.
now you know how my fighter feels in the other Pathfinder sessions we have.
I forgot my slide.
The first fight we had yesterday, his initiative was 2.
All right, so I've sort of described these creatures as hulking skeletons. Like normally, think human skeleton. Think you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not. It's hunched over. It's more like a goblin or orc kind of skeleton. It's bigger bones. And it's hunched over and more animalistic, kind of like it would be a hobgoblin of some sort. But it's just the hobgoblin skeleton. The best part about this is there's burning, right? You're expecting burning. It's a burning skeleton. Not a fire. It's not burning with fire. Holy shit! It's burning blue. And I think I described this blue burning to you similarly to the plasma grenade from Halo.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Right? So that's kind of what you've got going here. Turn.
All right, I'm out. Talk to you later.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right. Zoe, you are the first to react. I will warn you that literally the air that's rushing on you, it is rushing in at this current exact time. It is rushing, so you can feel this wind pushing your clothing. It doesn't seem to be affecting you too much, but you can definitely tell there's a bit of off balance going.
Fair enough.
We're talking winds at somewhere in the realm of 31 to 50 miles per hour hitting you, buffeting you right now.
All right. I'm curious about this flame stuff, so I am going to move here and attempt a grapple on this skeleton here in front of us.
Okay. First of all, do you have the
advanced improved grapple? Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I do, which means he does not get the attack of opportunity.
Correct. Yep.
So, I think this is the right macro that I have set up. Ew. Nice bonus to it, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
13. Oh, you're grappling this creature, and you grapple. You get a hold on him.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So,
but I believe that counts as my action, so that ends my turn.
So you are the grappler.
Pull up the grapple stuff just in case.
He is the grapplee.
Yep.
All right, Carl, you're the next up. If you have any questions, absolutely ask them because you're the one
First
that
thing I'm just going to point out here is that I do have Fighter of the Undead.
I have no idea what that does.
That's fine. I have it written down.
Perfect. That's why you have them written down. Go for it. What does it do?
So it's just if I understand what I've copied over here straight from the site, it's +1 to attacks of opportunity against undead, +1 shield bonus against attacks of opportunity from undead. So that means if I cross paths with one who would get an opportunity to attack me, my shield would provide an extra
piece of AC
that they'd be able to hurt me, right?
Yeah, your AC would go up. Yep.
All right, so like I could move, for example, to here, and I'd get a +1 to my AC for both of those guys to hit me. Is that correct?
Yes, but only if it's yes. If you're moving past them and they provoke an opportunity, yes. If they're just attacking you on their turn, no, because those aren't attacks of opportunity. That makes sense?
All right, understood. And it's exactly the opposite when I get an attack of opportunity against them. It's +1 for me to hit them.
Correct.
To go through the AC, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Now,
all right,
here's a little secret for mechanics I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, everyone who has not gone, so basically, essentially, everyone but Zoe and technically you at this point, are what's called flat-footed. You'll notice at the top where your AC line is, you'll see touch and flat-footed.
Yeah.
What the flat-footed denotes is you essentially lose your dex bonus to your AC. It means a lot more than that, but that's the most fundamental. And what happens is it basically means an attack. People have done things so quickly that the others aren't fast enough to truly react. Their heads isn't in the game yet. The door has just busted open. Someone just kicked open the door, and these guys are sitting there with their pants down, essentially. Caught me off guard. It happens to you just as much as it happens to them, to a degree. But you've gone first, so you are no longer flat-footed. If you are flat-footed, you cannot make attacks of opportunity unless you have a special feat. Okay? So you can
Understood.
assume that they're not going to take an attack of opportunity on you because of this. However, like I said, there is a feat, so it's a gamble, right? Do they have it? Do they not? They're skeletons. The odds are that they don't, because skeletons aren't known for being quick.
Except that Adam is using the advanced bestiary and the advanced template and the advance.
Nope. Go for it. It's all yours.
All right, I'm gonna be nice here, I think, and okay, each one is 5 foot. Is that correct? Each square.
Yep.
Correct.
Perfect. So I can move up to, if I remember, I'm gonna check.
You should have a speed area on your
Probably 30.
Yeah, there it is. 20 feet.
Well, now I know who to outrun from a bear.
Thanks. So what I'm gonna do is move to here.
And you can move through allies.
Perfect. And then can I help Rob up?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to do that. Obviously, do I need to draw my sword, or are we automatic on that right now?
You can draw
Do
sword.
you want to help him up by shish kebabbing
Yeah, I
him?
was just gonna say that. It's like,
He just wants to wedge it like through like your sternum a little bit, so he
Like-
can like pry you up a bit.
all right,
No,
dude,
I
I
was
get
like
it. I'm
leverage.
on my back, but does not mean I am like automatic poultry here. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's up to
Just
Rob.
stab the ribs. No.
Yeah. Here's the deal. You can draw your weapon on a full move, not on a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
The distance you went is a full move, so you could have drawn while you were moving.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's
So
already
I'm-
drawn,
Perfect.
and
I'm
you
gonna give him a hand up for sure.
Okay. All right then. So that's your standard to help him up, right? Because
Yep.
you've taken a move, you used your draw during that time. Now you're helping him up. Good. Okay.
Perfect.
Done. Lucia.
Well, this is going to be fun. With the knowledge I have, and shooting into melee is not a good thing, I will step to there, giving me just the right amount of range to hit against touch AC of that lovely burning thing, and it's flat-footed, so
Mm-hmm.
even less.
So basically, you're going against 10.
Yep,
Roll a 9.
rah. That was damage.
Oh god.
Where the hell is it? Pistol and melee, pistol range 1, pistol. What the fuck? Oh no, there we go. The first one was it. Cool.
Okay, so you shot off your pistol. What kind of damage is it?
It is. I have it labeled. I just got.
I think it's piercing and
bludgeoning.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of the two.
Okay. So the bludgeoning seems to be what you blast off a bit of a bone. It chunks off
Yeah.
a good chunk of his bone. I mean, not a whole lot, as you only got a 1.
Piercing / bludgeoning. It is what is. One does damage but misses. The other one hits but doesn't do damage.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm going to denote this one real quickly. With the red. Okay, well, unfortunately, it is not Vikak's turn. Because you guys are actually ahead.
Max.
Might want to drag me above them and click go.
So is he
you go.
actually sitting now, Rob?
No,
If I help him up, or no? How does
there
that
is
work?
technically no mechanic to help someone up. There is only 8 another, so what I was going to do was on his turn, it can be a swift for him to get up. Rather than a movement. Right, Rob? Because normally it takes a movement to get up.
Yeah,
You
that
can
seems
take
like
a swift without provoking.
seems like a fair amendment to that whole mechanic.
Yep.
Sounds good to me too.
So that's what's going to happen. So here is the deal: is this one, the one who is grappled, is going to try and be ungrappled. What's your CMD?
For grappling is 19.
He doesn't accomplish jack shit.
Thank God. This time it actually goes past 1 round.
Told ya.
But you notice
do
that
the
it's
work.
kind of starting to burn, right? He's on fucking fire. So
Yeah.
it hurts
Again,
a bit.
I was curious to see if there was going to be mechanics for that, or if it's mostly aesthetic.
So this guy 5 foot's in. And he is going to bash out at you with this range gauntlet. Like, you could expect a skeleton. He doesn't have a weapon like a sword. He's just got his regular skeleton, and it's inside his on the skeleton. He's basically got giant metal gloves, right? He's got on one of his fists. He's just got a metal gauntlet. So he goes to bash you with this metal gauntlet.
Ooh.
What's your AC?
I was just reading up on the grappled thing. I was just checking for the grappled condition. Even though we both have it, it doesn't affect me the same way it affects my target. Correct?
Correct. There is a weird amendment to a bunch of that stuff, but it still does affect you on
Just
some
looking at
levels.
the condition when it says like you get like a -4 to dexterity in that, but as far as I know, that is only for the one I'm grappling.
Not true.
No?
Not true. It does affect you.
Okay, just let me quickly look through here. Alright, in that case, if I lose 4 to my dex, that means I lose my dexterity bonus altogether to that, so that will just take off the 2, so it would be 14
Okay.
from my AC.
What would it be normally?
16.
Okay, he hits you no matter what for good measure.
I kind of figured as much.
Just so you know. Oh, I don't care about Marcus having a pick. So he hits you with his gauntlet, and metal gauntlet, right? Just a bludgeoning punk, whacks you over the head, does 2 physical.
Okay. Ooh.
And I'm not sure what you have for resistances, if you have any, but this kind of damage that he does to you, the gauntlet, right? He's got this aura of sort of an electrical. It's a plasma, which is kind of a mix between fire and electricity. It is 50% of that is electricity damage, 50% of that is fire damage. So, do you have any resistances?
God, no.
Okay, so you just take the full 5 damage.
Great. Congratulations, guys. I'm almost dead.